Okay. Students in classes, quiet, please. Joseph, question, please.
Would like to ask some question about blind. If the and dog is blind and dog does not control the blind and continue the first situation. Second one is that the dog doesn't control the blind, but the handler sends the command, extra command, and the dog will control the blind and continue. And the third situation the same, but the handler said extra command, the dog doesn't control and continue.
Okay,
No blast.
This answer. Okay, I will explain. The question was about the blind if the dog is not under the control and commando. This answer will come later. Let me finish step by step, and you have all these details written in the presentation, but we will come step by step. Now we want to clear and to stop the discussion again about the guarding and the behavior and all this small shit what's happened around. Okay? Sorry for the words, but we have at 1 p.m. the lunch. You have 45 minutes to be there. The regulation for the next 2 hours. Okay? Good. Please, concentration. The coffee was good. The croissant was also okay. So you are happy and follow this 20 minutes forward. Now stop and listen very carefully. We have one picture today, but we have many questions, and this question comes from the handler. Hey, why you give this dog in the guarding phase and the re-attack in the protection excellent, and he changed the voice and commando for out. And the dog changed the behavior in the guarding phase, before re-attack, and after the out when the exercise is finished. And this is my personal opinion. I don't care. Till now, I don't care because I come from the side of the handler, and I think the handlers sometimes they are more clever and they develop the training what we ask because they train dogs every day. So they thinking, evaluate, idea. You know, one guy say, the money don't bring idea brings money. So idea in the training brings development. Okay? So I don't care if he say out or out. Because honestly, no one of all of you, they took the point because he changed the voice. Nobody. And no one helper go directly to the dog and praise him because he is afraid of the media and if the people will be happy or of his performance or not. All they help they do. This we have today. Okay? So if we have this today and we have a new regulation, no heat in the pressure phase, now we decide, we already decide, but it's up to you to understand how will be the picture from today. No discussion. Because otherwise we will discuss 5 centimeters here or 5 centimeters here. This 5 centimeters bring this sheet of 96. Sorry. So we have two chances. And the colleague from Germany give me a good material to think. We can make it, maybe we can introduce, it's a joke or not, a surprise re-attack. And I want to see the dog after the second out in the re-attack when he barks here, how the dog will react in the re-attack. Because we have out to expectation already for the re-attack, and out, go here and barking. And this question comes from the handler, because hey, in the rule book is written, one commando, same voice, blah, 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 blah. And they are right. Yes or not? Because it's in the regulation. So in the regulation, we have written down the dog must be front, guarding direct to the helper in dominant or active behavior. Right? Right. So, or we leave our dog sport and we say, okay, everyone can do it whatever he wants. Or we say, this is from today like this. This is the only way. Or we put the surprise re-attack. In this case, we will see the real dog if he re-attack or not. Because, you know, our training style, generally, it's because of the animal protection rules, because of quality of the dog, because of the development of the training style, changed like 20 or 40 years ago, right? 40 years ago, must, then was ball and drives and boom, boom, and then come with the idea, he wants, the dog wants, he like, he wants, okay? It's a joke, but it's a reality. 40 years ago was a car, cage, leash, sleeve in the car, and maybe the trekking leash, and maybe food, or I don't know, or maybe one ball, or the price from the handler. Today we have a van with 300 tools for this exercise, this jacket, this jacket, this jacket, this. Yeah, but this is development of our dog sport. And it's not because change the model, because change the training style. But always we go back and we say we want the dog with the good genetic, with the good drives inside, with the balanced drives inside. And this is the target. So, I think, and I'm sure, the dog, when he makes the out, must be frontal from the helper. And when he makes the guarding phase, must be frontal of the helper. One maybe will say, okay, out, silence, expectation, or ready for fight, and ready to go. Okay? Okay. Second out, change the voice, change the mind in the dog, come to the side and barking here. This we have. To put all this shit, nobody of us respect the type of commando, the voice of commando, the style of commando, we put away. When the handler say out is out, and the dog must go immediately in the guarding phase front of the helper. one point. Second point, it's we discussed before, if the dog is here and you have to reattack to the dog. I'm not agree. I will tell you why. We don't have a stick more. We have a stick, but not more hit. Imagine you attack the dog here. The helper must follow the line to the points. He followed the dog, he made the circle, he pushed the sleeve all the time inside. And my question is for you, how you evaluate opening and beginning of the pressure phase? You cannot. You cannot really evaluate this part of these 5 phases, which is very important. How? The question in the beginning was, what will bring in 10 years this kind of behavior? What will bring? Maybe with the dog who are only aesthetic, but not inside. Nothing. So, if 150 handlers, 10 minutes for protection. The last blind, escape, re-attack, side transport, re-attack, come back. We don't have chance to follow another way in 8 minutes. I cannot imagine the helper will re-attack the dog here and go on the other side and I will run behind him because I cannot see the opening phase, the reaction in the opening phase, I cannot see the pressure phase, I cannot see the out phase. The dog must follow this one. And the helper must follow this program. I'm in the middle and I can see everything. And I can also respect the 20 steps from the side transport to come in the middle, and I can follow the dog and the handler to the starting point of the logger. So we have no other chance. No other chance. If somebody have another idea, we can. We don't have another chance, but we have to respect the schema to protection. And we don't have another chance to real see. And to make same for all, we must, and to give a chance to all to show the performance of the dog, we must follow this. And no another possibility. If somebody have another idea, okay. Guarding phase start immediately when the dog release from the sleeve. The reaction of the dog must be direct guarding to the helper. Direct. And must the behavior and the body language or dominant in barking or active or ready for the next step. Even if the last out, the dog must be ready. This is the info you have also in the PowerPoint presentation, must be ready. When we come to the long attack, you will see the behavior many times of the dog, and the long attack will come later. It's one of the important things will show the real situation of the dog after the physical and mental pressure phase in the exercise. You can implement a written when we will send the information later. After the guard, at the out phase, the dog must go direct in the guarding front of the helper. That's it. Dominant, active, in expectation, doesn't matter. We don't care about this, and we have to share this information if the handler will say out or out, because nobody respects this. So if nobody respects this, why we have in this regulation? Just to give the food for discussion. It's clear? Okay. Good. So, again, evaluate the performance of each exercise. And trust me, we have in the program line search 10 points, hold and bark 10 plus 5. Okay. Okay. Because hold and bark, it's we say it's point to see the dog how he's hold, how he's guarding, and how he's barking. We have escape 10 points, and each re-attack are more. Why? Because the people before us, they was thinking very clever. You want to see the dog under the pressure. Not because somebody ran and ran behind him. Before I go to the escape, I want to explain this in the pressure phase. We decide, say, this is the dog for champion, or this is the dog to be a normal dog. The re-attack makes the difference. The re-attack, when you evaluate opening phase, pressure phase, out, transition phase, and out phase, make the difference. And the top dogs really don't have problem with this. Maybe, you know, some small details, tick, 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 tick. And when we have this kind of performance, we go to touch the secondary things and we say, hey, David, come to me. You see, he touched a little bit. I say, but this was not mistake, voluntary too. Was in effect, was a little bit, and had a feeling, but this dog, I want to push him, bam. Because altogether the picture was under the control, dominant, effective, active, whatever you want, and clean. And honestly, helper enjoy. I'm like a judge enjoy judging this dog, and the handler is happy. And the staff behind the handler are also happy. And this produces quality in the sport. Okay? Okay. We go to the next point. We will come to the hold and bark later. Because it's part of this kind of explanation. I don't know how many years, but was Gunther Diegel, our mentor, and say, in the escape, we say, we don't care about the breed, really, if it's still or not. Important is effective. I don't know how it's going statistic, but we produce in 10 years, how many effective dogs in the escape? 0.1, 2, 3, 4, 5, doesn't matter, but I think we don't come to 1%. I didn't see any effective dogs in the effective dog to try to stop the helper. Yes, okay, sounds okay. But honestly, we have same picture. Same picture. And escape, my experience saying in the escape, many dogs, they catch in the wrong way, but I see, and many dogs, maybe about the wrong training or wrong philosophy. The second part of the escape, they leave the power, they miss the power in the grip. Chewing, going down, and they are ready for out. When we come back, out, guarding phase, same situation. And we are lucky because this exercise is only 10 points. Otherwise, make it more different. So we cannot change the points all the time because we say, okay, we need more points to punish maybe in the hold and bark, or we need more points there. We must take the philosophy, the way, the red line. This is, and some dogs, you know, if you go to Paolo Bianchi, you have a crazy dog from Lengvarski, and say, how you train your dog in the escape? He's so effective. He is himself like this. And imagine how long, how many times handlers and helpers spend to train the escape. How long? For 10 points and the end results plus minus. Okay? Beginning was full grip, dog follow, attack, must be effective or not. It was beginning, then we try to make it effective, but we say not full grip, and now we have nothing. No full grip and no effective. I speak about the percentage of the dog in the competition. Yeah.
So, what you said, we have a question that sometimes the dogs are not enough in size, which is the lower one. When it's not enough, it's for example, female, and after the breed, the helper bring it to the air, and there is no.
You're right. Okay. The question was from the colleague, if you have a small female and big helper, the female come and the helper push the arm up and he takes the female in the air and make the exercise. Trust me, if you see the good female, these details don't care about the evaluation we want to get. What we want to see in the escape, we cannot expect the dog will stop the helper. Possible. Only brilliant or diamonds bring this baby. But the dog must be sure of himself what he has to do. Go, catch, and try. This don't mean he must. Try to stop. Beginning or in the end, doesn't matter. We must search in these 20 steps or 25 or 30 steps in the escape, this kind of picture. If we see this kind of picture, he tried to stop, we can say, okay, the target is. This is what we have in reality today. Okay? Any question?
Yeah, his picture, we have also open this picture. We have a huge one with 45 kilo figure. We have a stop immediately with the third step. And it's excellent for not excellent because it's the power of the dog.
Okay. If it's not
the opposite picture of the whole thing.
If it's not him, he done his job, excellent.
He goes in the head.
No, otherwise we cannot communicate. Okay.
We also have experience that sometimes the dogs which are not very good in nervous, they have a very nice fight during the escape compared to dominant dog, which grip, sleeve, and it looks that dog which is not very good in nervous, he fight more than dominant.
Yeah. But Robert said before one good thing, we evaluate what we see. If the dog show, okay, if Bulo is able to control and build the nervous dog in the right way, why not? We evaluate what we see. For this, we must make a clear picture in the program. This is like this is like this. Not every dog is the same, not every handler is the same, not every club is the same, not every trainer is the same. But if they are able to, this is the chance. I give you the chance. Take the dog, train him, and show me. But must be the evaluation for all the same. This is important. Like that.
On my side, say in the beginning, we need to look that we only have positive training. And some people know how I aim sometimes that God prevents this. When you have your diamond, then it's maybe by the nature, but how we trade it in another way, when you don't have it, genetically.
Good question. For long discussion.
No, it's only that.
No. I will answer. Okay, I will avoid to explain how we train because everybody.
Hi, can I have?
Well, wait, step by step.
Yeah, sorry.
Step by step. Before Robert, in the general things, explain the stress, the frustration. It's a part of. And we always say, stress is something positive, is normal, it's blah, 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 blah. Look, I like one way. And this way is like this. You are at home, you have a dog, you train. And come and show me the dog. I never go. The most difficult things sometimes in the evaluation is if we are under the influence of different type of training. Okay, I go extremely to the one side and extremely to the other side. Extremely, the positive side is, I think, this is I put in the head of one judge, example, one judge. I think they kick this dog and I must punish him. And they punish the dog, but honestly, they punish the group of the trainer who trained the dog. And the opposite extreme side is, I think this group have no idea how to train the dog because they think to do only in positive, and they come on the end and say, okay, I punish this kind of behavior. Honestly, we must, our job in the field is to be same, take however we want everyone, evaluate the performance, take out any information inside. Take out, sometimes they say to me, you are arrogant. Why? Because you speak with nobody. I don't want to speak with nobody. When I'm there, I want to focus to the dog. Because I try to be fair to everyone. So, we go sometimes too much to the hypothetical. Because this hypothetical is like this, I don't care. Show me your performance. We will see the video later. We will see different picture. We produce this picture extremely for this situation. We choose the dog with different situation. And if I see this picture, I say this is wrong, but this is okay. And these hypothetical things sometimes also bring what we said before, not clear picture. Listen. So if we need the rule book, we can write the rule book with the picture, with the ears and tail. But it's not necessary. Because I tell you again, go to the training fields and follow the training of the people. Not only one, different. And you will understand how many way road brings to Rome. And you understand the behavior of the dog in the performance. So what we said before, this bring excellent, this bring excellent, and this bring excellent. And I think, honestly, in the last period, we focus too much to the ears and to the tail. Too much. Because we say, these ears bring, because maybe he do this tail. Yeah, it's not like this because he do this is hypothetical. Okay. I hope I answer you in.
Can I have one more?
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
It's a question for.
I'm in the front.
No. You don't really understand.
Okay.
Robert. When everybody knows the training of navies, huh? Everybody knows the training of navies here. They are training almost positive, or no. Okay. Okay. The question is, how I can build my dog that he is able to stay in the pressure phase with only positive training. Impossible. It's not me. It's only a question because if we try to have an answer for this, then we don't need protection.
But we have a 5 phases, one of pressure, and pressure say everything.
You can if the dog is not able to show you a pressure phase, it's not a dog that you make a determination.
Of course.
So the dog needs to come to the point that he needs to come in a conflict, and he needs to stay, and he needs to take it. It's not important how much the dog give or become, it's how much the dog can take.
Okay.
And in this,
But this depends on the balance.
it's only for here. It's only for here. I know that we have a problem with the society in this way, but we don't need to talk around the truth.
I think we don't talk around.
So I understand what.
Yeah. But look, stress and frustration. Honestly, if we go to the dog and we ask, "You like IGP sport?"
Yes.
He will say yes. You know why? Because I have this solution.
But we have 11. Let's say we have sometimes this.
Yeah.
Dilemma.
Good.
Hi.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. I have,
Again, a little bit focus.
yeah, that's only.
And respect to the colleagues who have
Yeah.
given this
Question
question.
is very nice audience for speaking about, I think it's a very important thing. That is that we say after out is has to be the transition phase, and after out is the guarding. I think that it's very important you see the many things of this. Yeah. But I think that it's very important the phase for the pooling. And it's my experience with the big competition that we need to recognize that is the panic pooling, what is the method, what is the, but we out of this. But I think some though, there is panic pooling. Yeah, you see that it's no good. And the second part is there is no pooling. Yeah, I think that it's the same mistake. It is the panic pooling than the no pooling. I think it's very important to start thinking about this because we show method for the trainer, what we do. And I think that a lot of pressure, if we want more pooling, more, and that's the press for the dogs, for the trainer, is really higher. I don't think so. That it's good.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. I will give you explanation, and I think it's not necessary to discuss on this. We evaluate in the transition phase how the dog feel before out. If this personal trainer teach him to pull, it's up to him. If he accepts the minus points, I don't care. It's up to us to say just, okay, I must evaluate his mental status before confidence. You know why the handler or the helpers has to start to think if they are wrong or right in the way of training. This is the information what we say. If we say, we want the dog pulled, okay, we must write on the rule book. But in the rule book we have the dog must be stable, active. Active means keep the full grip. Active means keep the full grip. And when receive the signal out from this full grip, release. We don't have in the rule book pulling. We don't have in the rule book looking the objects. We don't have this behavior in the rule book. This is something who brings the handler or the trainer in our mind. Come out, out. When the helper stop the transition phase, it's the helper stop and out.
It's optimal.
Okay, we can evaluate if the handler is clever and want to do, he think he's clever, he want to do the out before because of the problem chewing or the frustration or blah, blah, blah. It's up to him how to decide. If he show me chewing and nervous, I will evaluate, I have 10%. You know how many points? Every out is 10% if he's nervous. It's a lot of points. This dog cannot be. It's up to him. Leave him. We have to decide just, that's it. And when I go back, we take this decision. Nobody will train in this way. Nobody. Because say it's not necessary. It's not necessary. Our sport is not model. We change something because it's model. Our work is not, we change every year something. It's just all the years, only one way. 100 years written on the rule book, that's it, finito. Okay. Good. We prepare some video. Not one is perfect. We don't go to say and to search the perfect, because our life is also not perfect. It's impossible. So we go to one blind search, normal. We take video from with drone, so we can see what normally we cannot see. We see different situation from same dog from different side. So it's also to understand what normally we see, not what normally cannot see. You know why? Because I want which every video make the clear picture what we evaluate or not. Okay. Okay. So please follow and be quiet. And then we discuss it. Okay? It's very difficult because it's from up, because we want to see the everything, but okay. Okay. No, just go forward. Just go forward. Yeah.
Purtroppo il cane non è granché, però non possiamo.
Okay. Okay, same dog, same exercise, different camera. Not repetition or something, same. One exercise. One from here, and one camera from down. Three different pictures. Three different pictures. If I look the last one, I say, oh. Now you see from the paradise to here, you see, I say, oh, it's white. One side is tight. But okay, this is normally when it's just to understand. Now we can say, okay, maybe blah blah blah, we start discussion, blah blah blah. This is can be for action. You know why? Because target, one side more tight, one side a bit more light. If you look from the up, not full excellent with remarks, but go in, control, and come out. This is what we have today. It's not perfect, but it's not full. It's not full. And you can see many dogs from one side. You know, discussion was years ago. I teach him from this side, I teach him from this side, I teach him from this side. Not so many dogs do this. This is blind search. The target of the blind search is go to the left of the blinds, come out from the blinds, reaction on commando, here, what you see, not everyone, not every blinds, but exactly it's impossible because also the blinds, you know, they are not, depends on the walk, so I cannot press the handle all the time to calculate every step, but the main goal is direct, come, follow the indication of the handler, check, I mean, to come in and to go out, because the dogs who never check, we will see later, because they have different approach, different approach to the exercise. The dog is not stupid. He knows what is the target. The target is found the helper and start, hold, and mark. This is the target. The next one. Careful to stop. No, go. I tell you. Yes. Stop. Can you go 2 meters back? Stop. A bit more. Stop. Wait, stop. Go. Stop. Okay.
Thank you.
This is, if you look at the dog before, or if you look at this dog, you say, no big difference. Maybe more like, you see more white, blah, blah, blah. But when you are evaluate the search for the helper. You say the target, go to the blinds, tight around the action to the handler. Okay, but the details that you must be focused. That's the behavior of the dog. Many dogs in the blind search have problem with the arena. Or many dogs have problem with the situation in the field. So they don't feel self-confident. So it's like, but this is one of the details of the dog. When the dog is under the different pressure of outside area, arena, problem, or he is not interested to come to the target, looking around. When he turn, when he go out, but not only when he go to the other side. And be careful and be focused in this kind of behavior. Because this is, in this way, you can say, the dog is not going to the target, he is not focused 100%, he's not coming out 100%. And if somebody say, oh, but what? No, this is. And if you look, now, he come, he check, but he check around, and when he comes here, check around. He's not target running, not target running. And this is the, how I say, this feeling, to understand. To find this balance. Okay? So, look, wait. Follow him now, next 4 or 5 steps. Follow him. You see? Go on the head. But in general, the dog do during the whole exercise. Okay? And this is, so, it's not up to me to say if it's not interesting to go to the helper. It's not up to me to say he's under the pressure of the audience. But my comment will be, see, he's not running to the target, 100%. He's not focused. This is like obedience and looking around. Or guarding and looking around. Okay. Next one. Rojo. This is your question.
It is extra, not.
Okay, stop. Okay. It's very difficult when you are on the field and you evaluate this situation. Because if you have a little bit of heart, you say, go on. Okay? This is but when you say go on,
If you have a heart.
you have a heart. If you don't have a heart, you say, okay, this is the rational, because we can't agree with the position, because we don't see the same, okay, I give you the rational, okay? A feeling in the level of the competition. You must have to push the dog to come to the end. You must try to put him to the end, even if he sometimes you go across the line. Even in the high competition, don't do it. Because when you are too big heart, the people kill you. Be careful. don't do it. Okay? Even if your friend, don't do it. Because we have in the regulation, in the beginning it was drastic, stop, okay? Now we have this come, okay, -9, we go forward, okay? But this help left and right, anyway, you have these 10 points, you can play with these 10 points, whatever you want, okay?
Okay, but it is not the same question.
Yeah. We come to the question. Okay, stop. He do it, just keep doing it. No target, no power to come in, no clear idea in the moment. He just run around the blinds. Just run. And these details you must focus, because these details it's to understand how the block feels and what is his mentality in the exercise. How go in the exercise. We talked before, opening phase, pressure phase, transition phase, same is blind search. Starting point, run, go. Won't, thumb, pump. The shortest way is the power to come to the end. Pressure of the exercise. I don't call pressure from the handler. A mental pressure to be the best. A mental pressure to win. A mental pressure to come to found the guy immediately. Take the shortest way. Because he won. And now we come to this. He won to come to the end. Not because he must. He won. But he wants to win. Okay? So. Okay, next slide. All this video you have on the key, so you can. Okay. The last one. Some terrorists come in the computer. No, I need to try this. Okay. Okay, let's do this. We will put the road, we have on the key. Okay, leave the. Maybe the video. But okay.
Non c'è la porta, grazie. Non c'è la porta.
Okay. We know about videos we made this. The image is very important. You know, it's very easy when you judge when you have a clear picture when you imagine the excellent. One guy teaching me before you go to the high competition, focus to excellent, to very good, to good. Take the video, check, look, and imagine how the dog must run in the blinds, out of the blinds, and how come to the last blinds, to the last blinds. We will see now in the video different situation, but mostly what we see, and this is for me very important. The beginning, I can say opening face in the golden bar, how the dog come in the blinds. He's ready, 4 or 5 steps before, body language. Some dogs start to bark before, bam, 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 and come direct and front. Not in the blinds and miss, like, no. Okay, this is the last blind, helper inside. The dog comes, you erect. Here, doesn't matter inside. He erect. This is like a slalom giant. The skier goes direct to the park. For many dogs, come and come back. Many dogs.
This is a screen time player.
Maybe we need an engineer.
No,
Bruce.
No.
Manca questo. Manca anche sulla chiavetta.
No, the life is here. Always comes down on the way. But Robert, we look at this right. Questo, adesso due.
Sono tutti 02.
Okay? Okay? We have a voice. Hello, focus. Go from the beginning. Go from the beginning. Okay. This is one picture. This is one picture from the side. Oh, se non c'è voce, lascia stare. Oh no, è un altro computer. Lascia stare. Ok. Go from the beginning. Go from the beginning. Okay. Stop.
Stop.
No. Reset. This is what we see from the side. Okay, stop. It's not easy. Well, this part of video because it's not easy to find the real situation to produce this. As many times it's this kind of behavior problem that we see also in the championship, but not extremely like this, but it's coming from this. Okay. Okay, we will go further, but okay, we okay. I lost, so I will voice the speech for you. How many excellent for this document? How many very good? How many good? One. How many satisfactory? Okay. And how many unsatisfactory? The rest are neutral. Okay. Somebody explain me for this satisfactory. Reason. I need the reason why this is satisfactory. Why this is satisfactory. Can you stop?
Self-confidence, the opening phase of the blind, when you open it, more self-confident, then in the end more stable in front of the helper. And the body shows a little bit that the dog, so here, okay, is more in its capability.
Okay. Why unsatisfactory?
For me, it's sufficient.
Why?
Because it's not all it's not withholding the best program.
Że nie tam wystawienie, że nie zaczął, że ma dobra dominantności pytania.
The beginning should be more dominant. Okay.
A to wjechałem na
It's a very bad holding to showing contact with the hand.
no kontakt, no
Not very tight to the elbow.
Okay. Okay. I honestly I don't like this kind of explanation. It's not very tight in the helper, it's not dominant. It's not this is not the reason why it's effective. This is a very difficult point to evaluate because in some heads say, he's stressed, afraid. But he's still there. He's barking. He's barking. He escaped from the blind tree? No. He made the report? Yes. The distance in this case, it's a bullshit. To understand, we don't speak about the dog who is dominant or not dominant to decide if it is positive or negative. We speak about the dog which we can deem him satisfactory or not. And the attribute of this dog in the normal level of competition, I think we must give him chance to the satisfactory. Because altogether it was not so wrong to put him in satisfactory. This is my opinion. But it's up to you. You can say also
It's a world championship.
Huh?
If you judge.
No. What, we talk about the world championship. We talk about
It's different. It has to be different.
honestly, this dog you will never found in the world championship.
Why not?
If it's this world champion, we have a final. So,
Oh, champion, can compete.
but it's
Right. It is not right for me.
yeah.
Well, it's really my opinion, also when it's a world championship. It's not possible to give it unsatisfactory. Because he's not running away from the ground. He's performing the
I agree with you, and I think we always must think. It's going to show us 70% of the exercise. If we say he shows us 70% of the exercise, then it can be satisfactory. And all in all, it was 70%. He didn't leave the helper. He barked. The recall was okay. It's not excellent. It's not very good. It cannot be good. But 70% of this exercise the dog has done. And
I think this is this must be our mind. Where it's 70% for the world. And if it does 70%, it can be satisfied. I agree with Alex.
And please, it's can you focus a little bit? Can you focus? It's always the good question, no? This dog, anyway, have a ball to come and to stay there. But to don't run away. We had different picture, maybe become very active and go away and not come back. So it's forget hypothetic, because I provocate with this video extremely and say this dog is not ready for the competition, it's nothing. It was in one situation to show really I say thank you to the lady to show him, but from this we have many problems also for delegates. Come from the same situation. The frustration with the front. We will see later. Next one. Okay. Okay. We also create another situation. Okay. Stop. Focus. Okay. Go back. Hello, please can you focus a little bit? Otherwise, I have to make the break in 10 minutes before the lunch. We follow this dog and then we make the lunch. Okay? Okay. Go. Okay, stop.
Please put up your video here in the room. You see it here on us and see it here also, because we have a problem with the audio.
Okay, go a little bit. No, just go forward. Just go forward. I will, no. Play. Wait. Okay. I will tell you when stop. No. I will tell you. Okay, stop. Okay. Now focus. Now focus. We talked before about the garden facing the front. You understand why? Understand why? Why we teach the helper turn the dog with the back to the line of the handler, because we want to see if the dog accepts somebody behind. We want to see the dog if it's stable to focus to the helper and have no influence. And this was not so big problem. Was a little big problem with the helper. This in the situation, because I was there when we take the mover. You know what was the problem here? The drum. All the time. So, and we need clear front guarding and barking to see if the dog accept everything. He's self-confident, say, I don't care what is behind me. I'm here. Focus 100% to the helper. Okay? The drone was very close. Bzzz, it was cool. Young, dog, and okay, go. And check everything. And okay. This is the second repetition, was better because he accepted it. Okay, but this is the second repetition. Different picture because just was information in the head. Okay. Good. Try in the trial. One trick. This is helper. This is judge. Dog, dog, dog. Sometimes I heard stupid Harry won't pull handler again. I won't, because I want to see the reaction when the handler comes in his line. I want to see the reaction. Because if he come here, he already knows. Right. And focus a little bit to the head and to the eyes of the dog. And you will see not all, some. This is small details to understand a little bit. I don't ask you to punish, but to understand what's happened behind. We talk about the self-confidence, but self-confidence is not only the helper, it's everything around him. Everything around him. Go to the police academy, and the police will choose the dog who is self-confident, where go if he go everywhere, except everything. Everything. Okay, next dog. Okay, wait, because we have two situations.
It's gone.
Okay, go back.
Hajde, please, keby tam nebol dron a tá reakcia sa by bola taká, jak keď som bolo.
Budem o tom rozprávať. Ešte tak psát, budem to rozprávať. Yeah, we have the last one. Okay. Please, whoa. What do you think? Whoa.
Alarm.
Go back, repeat again.
A bit unsecure.
Alarm.
Okay. I don't want to misunderstand this situation, but this situation comes saying don't like to be complete.
Was a little bit too high.
Yeah.
The conflict was a little bit too high, but on the other side, we talk getting the risk and spot. Beginning.
Okay. And you understand now why these Rottweilers are satisfactory? Because we talk about before, no? The right balance. What is the target of the handlers? To clean with the right balance this kind of behavior. This dog, in the second repetition, no problem. But in our sport, we have only one exercise. Only one. We cannot repeat. Okay? Let's go to the end. Don't kill the dog for this. Don't say is an unsure.
The other side is, if I only look on the living states, then I come in, step in this trap.
Yeah.
But you see that the dog has find a solution of the conflict, and this is, we were not to say.
Yeah, this is. Don't kill with this. This is same like, in one moment the ear was like this, bam. Or in the beginning of the bark was bum bum. You can say, okay, when the dog come and stop, can be a little bit, or just to say, because the audience look and understand, but don't kill him. Let him finish. Okay. The female before. Okay, same question. How many excellent? Nobody, very good. Nobody, good. Nobody, satisfactory. Nobody, unsatisfactory. Okay. The female before. Female before. Okay, this dog, how many excellent? Discussion. How many excellent? Okay. How many very good? Okay, why very good? I need explanation why very good.
Point, five points for the back.
No. Why very good?
Pozycja z jednej strony, że ale
Repeat the video.
prve, prve. Żadnego.
Nie. Only. It's 30 seconds. Okay.
And the new students are
On the side you don't see that the dog is not in front.
So now we go always back, and I like this. We talk about the guarding phase before tap. We talk now for what? For 5 centimeters, is a little bit like this or this. The dog is in the front. Or this dog is in the front. Stop, second. We see the video of the. Because I heard some comments, he bark in the sleep, he bark like this. I think he's going back in the sleep.
Harry, on šteka, lebo chce rúkať. Nešteka tu, aby chcel zadržať figuranta, ale šteka preto na učenie, lebo chce dostať odmenu.
Translate.
He's barking because he has.
Better stand up.
So there is opinion that this dog is barking because he wants the sleep. He's barking to the helper to give me the sleep, not because he wants to have a fight with the helper.
No, he's preparing for an attack, and he's barking to the helper. He's not barking for the sleep.
So we have 2 different opinions.
On my side.
Okay. Stop. 5 minutes more. The soup is very hot. I like this soup. So we have one side to say the dog is barking to the sleep. We have another side. The dog is barking to the helper. He's ready for the. Yeah. Stop.
I stay in this position. You really can see that the dog is barking to the helper, right? And we don't need to train the dog away from the sleep that he is barking to the helper. It's something extra.
I agree. Please, 5 minutes of focus. Stop, because otherwise it's covered.
The body of the dog is straight against the helper. And 15 centimeters more left on the right, it's not the problem. Straight position against the helper.
Okay.
Straight in the eyes.
Okay, here, and dog is here. Okay, you see, Alpha is here, and dog is here. No, Alpha is not okay here, and okay, but Alpha is here, and dog is here.
Okay.
It's not right because it's like this.
Okay, I want to explain like this. Stop. The blinds and the helper in the blinds, 95% of the helper in the blinds, if they have a body size big, they are staying in the blinds like this. This is what, because cannot be in the blinds like this. You can see. You can see he's turning on this position. Okay. You run to the line, we continue later, but I want to explain you one thing. Imagine this is the sleep. Stop. The dog who is focused, the helper, he tried to go over the sleep to focus him. What produced this? This is not same like the dog is under up to the sleep and touching all the time and barking, and this is bullshit training, okay? Or the dog control his body to come, drive the distance. And sometimes I heard in the comments, the distance is too wide from the helper. We don't have a centimeter. We need to evaluate a little bit the reaction. Okay, extreme, but the dog, normally, if he is focused to the helper, need the line to come to him. And honestly, I cannot say this dog barks in the street. No. This is my opinion. And I evaluate this dog. All picture, recall, and everything. I can say excellent, or maybe I go with the high, very good. Depends on the situation and everything, but he is there. Okay? And I cannot accept in this discussion, the dog is straight here. It's not straight. Not straight. Okay?
Can I only?
Because we have the regulation. Because we have the regulation, the guarding phase, and in the regulation we have the dog must guard the helper, we don't need here. And okay, if you go to the details, the dog is barking here and touch the helper, and maybe touch the rest of the body and say, okay, go home. It's qualification. Yeah, but you are too hard. No, it's in the regulation.
And I think if you say no, it's excellent, but it must not be a full excellent. Half a point is also excellent. Yes. And if Joseph says, no, for me, it's never excellent, but it's a high, very good, then we have 0.75. And this is a small difference. A big difference is if one judge says 15 points and the second judge says 13.5.
Yeah, but
And-
we are not on the point yet.
No, we are in the evaluation.
Yeah.
In the grades, and for me, it's important. I agree with Harry and with Edgar, this is excellent, but it must not be 15 points, it can be a lower excellent. Because if he has this, not in the begin, it can be more, but the whole excellent, the whole exercise can be excellent. And then we speak about nothing, but the big difference must not be. This must not be, not the big difference.
Okay, but the point of discussion is another.
No, this is.
No, it's
For
okay.
me- For me, this is in all.
Yeah,
I'm tracking obedience and it's the same. It's everywhere.
the point of discussion now I open and we continue after the lunch. It's different eyes see different and have different images in their head. We talk about the dog who come in the front and bark and focus to the helper. And we have a part to say, this dog don't focus to the helper, focus to the sleeper. And this is a big difference. Sorry.
And my
But we must go to the lunch and we go.
only short question. That's the really dog has to be ready for re-attack for all time, and re-attack chest, belly, or sleep. Because if barking, sleep is here, and dog is here, he is ready to biting your belly or chest, no sleep. That we need to say what is correct. Correct is biting to chest or biting to sleep. Dog is stupid. We can teach everything. We can watch that he will see to knee. We can teach it. It's no problem. But we need to say correctly. If the dog will biting to the sleep or biting to the chest.
Maybe I provocate with, and then you have a nice dinner, lunch now. Explain me later after the dog who barking here. Maybe I'm stupid, I don't understand sometimes. Explain me if the dogs in the training bite the body or bite something different. And then we talk after the lunch.
Yeah.